Did you know that one of the greatest leaders in Israel's history was a woman? Long before kings and crowns, Deborah rose as a prophetess and judge, chosen by God to lead his people. In an age of iron chariots and constant fear, her courage and faith turned a nation's despair into victory. Deborah was no ordinary woman. In the turbulent days when Israel had no king, she stood out as a prophetess, a judge, and a leader. Beneath the shade of her palm tree, she rendered justice, spoke God's words, and became the voice of hope for a people crushed by oppression. Her wisdom, courage, and faith set her apart as one of the most remarkable figures in Israel's history. For 20 long years, the Israelites lived under a heavy shadow. King Jabin of Canaan ruled with a cruel hand, and his commander Sisera led an army of 900 iron chariots. Their wheels thundered across the plains, scattering farmers from their fields and silencing village marketplaces. Merchants abandoned the highways, and mothers hushed their children at night as the sound of hooves echoed from afar. What once were thriving communities became clusters of fearful households. Fields lay untended, wells stood empty, and the songs of Israel grew faint. Yet amid the oppression, prayers for deliverance rose higher, reaching the God of their fathers. The time was near for a leader to stand up, someone who would ignite courage where only despair remained. When she summoned Barak, the hesitant commander from Kadesh, she spoke with a quiet authority that cut through his doubt. The God of Israel had revealed his plan to draw Sisera's army to the Kishon River and deliver them into Barak's hands. Deborah's presence transformed fear into resolve. In her words, the Israelites sensed not only strategy, but also divine assurance. The day of battle dawned heavy with clouds as Barak led his men up Mount Tabor. Below, Sisera's iron chariots massed near the Kishon River, their wheels glinting under a darkening sky. Then Deborah's voice rang out, steady and sure, "Now is the time the Lord delivers Sisera into your hands." At her word, Barak surged forward, and the Israelite army charged down the slopes. Suddenly a violent storm broke over the plain. Rain poured in torrents, turning the battlefield into a mire. The iron wheels jammed, horses panicked, and Sisera's forces scattered. What had seemed an impossible fight became a miraculous victory as courage and divine power joined on the field.